here. Is that done on your end, my end?
Are you
I've
on
never
a
done that
are
before.
you on a laptop?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Down the bottom of your screen there should be a present, like with a
Okay.
little screen. And then you
Okay.
should be able to choose a file or a screen share or whatever you're trying to share.
I tell you what, if you want to put me on hold or something, or if you and
Oh, you're
Andre
fine.
want to
We can,
chit chat,
yeah, we can catch
yeah,
up.
well, something that what I'm wanting to do is I want to essentially bring up a my Facebook page because I want to bring up my memories. I had a very interesting Delta come up today that was from like 14 years ago, like an impossible time Delta. So I just want to share that. But
Yeah, I'd love to see
yeah,
it.
so okay.
So,
Uh,
Andre, how you been, sir?
I've been good. Yeah, I've
Good.
been very
Did you
good.
watch the
How have you
inauguration
been?
today?
Yeah, I did. I did saw it. But yeah, it was good. to of course, like um, like when it showed Donald, when it showed him Donald Trump being sworn in, um, like had his it didn't show his hand on the Bible for some strange reason,
He
but
didn't?
uh, yeah, no, he didn't.
Do you have
But
it up? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't
yeah.
go too early. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll start here. If I can read this, just essentially on the first one. I actually had two come up.
Hey, Giggle Pickles, mute in the background. I can't really hear anything.
Dorinda, you okay? Great. How are you?
Hold on
We
one
are
second. I'm gonna mute you for a minute.
and we're starving. And I was hoping
Can.
that when we come in, at least we can all sit and have a little meal.
All right. Sorry.
Ah. Okay. So the first one talks about Bob Saget. The thing is, he was originally scheduled to appear at a local theater here in town. This, of course, was 12 years ago. And I was booked across town for another event. Bob Saget ended up canceling his event. My event still went on, and I essentially claimed a victory over Bob Saget. Terry Hopper won, Bob Saget 0. Bob Saget is unfortunately no longer with us as of this time. But moving right along, we come all the way down to
Oh, wait a
14
minute. Wait
years
a minute.
ago.
Let me see. Can we see that hair though?
Oh yeah. This is Terry Hopper with
I
long
saw
hair.
that. I saw that picture before.
Cheers, everyone. Here you go. Yeah,
Terry Hopper.
yeah. That's a pretty interesting time delta in and of itself. Celebrating. Here we are. This is 12 years ago. Um, but the one that really came up that just really stood out to me is this one. This is from 14 years ago, January 20th, 2011, posted at 10:30 p.m., which is almost coming up in just a couple of hours. But Marco is huge because this is in direct reference to I was watching our new Commander in Chief and now 47th President of the United States of America sitting at the desk in the White House and giving a press briefing while signing executive orders, and he repeatedly said Marco, 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 over and over again, essentially referring to Marco Rubio, who was Trump's very first cabinet pick, who was very first to be approved by Congress. So I take full credit for this time delta here in calling it 14
Right.
years ago before any of the 17 posts that became famous. So yeah, there we go.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, no, I've never. I don't get ones like that. Sometimes I see interesting ones that Facebook tells me about that. They're like, "Hey, you should check this out," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, it was a cool memory, but never any good like flashbacks. Like, oh, that was
Yeah.
something I thought of a while ago."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been checking my memories on Facebook. I don't post that much at all anymore because you take a look at my last few posts, you'll see that I actually got to DJ a meet and greet with Donald Trump Jr. A little over a year and a half ago, and then I ran sound for the Full
I
Disclosure
saw
Now
that picture.
conference
Yeah.
Nice.
and worked with Laura Eisenhower, and those were my last two posts. It's like, what do I do after that? I mean, that's a tough act to follow. But yeah, there's Facebook. Hi, Giggle Pickles.
Hey,
What if your best
How
friend
are you doing tonight?
I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there.
Good to hear.
Liking, I'm trying to like my new phone, but the StreamYard for some reason does not like me.
Oh, what kind of phone is it? Usually, certain carriers aren't very good with it.
The last time I was on panel with you, Jacob, it booted me and wouldn't let me back on.
Oh,
And tonight I was sitting backstage twice and it booted me.
yeah, you couldn't hear me. Terry was presenting something, and all I can hear is your TV in the background, and I wanted to hear what Terry was saying, not what TV was saying, what Terry was saying, and I had you backstage for a minute because my mute button wasn't working. I couldn't mute you because your connection's a little
Oh,
iffy,
okay.
but I wasn't trying to be mean. You were
Oh, no,
back
that's okay.
So,
and I
who
didn't want to
was
ask you to turn off your TV. I just wanted to make sure you knew what was going on.
watching Donald Trump's
We were
inauguration?
sitting here watching a new series called Traitor, and it was on a commercial.
You're gonna have to speak up, Andre.
Yeah.
That way,
Yeah,
she can
go
hear
ahead.
you.
Take it, Andre.
Get the floor.
What do you think about today?
Donald Trump's inauguration.
Yeah, just anything, everything today.
I think it was a good step heading towards the right direction. I mean, like, of course, like, of course, like, time travelers have said before that that Donald Trump, well, like, first it was Donald Trump and then Michael McIntosh. If you are familiar with the timelines, but of course now the timelines have like changed and stuff like that, and like been fixed and stuff like that. But it's like all I can say is that time will tell. Time it will tell definitely in
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So,
Yeah. I
hopefully.
going in today, I felt I do feel a lot of people felt this way, that today was definitely put up or shut up day. You know, it's Trump got the mandate vote. He got the majority vote from the American people. Majority of them
The
agreed with the
popular
platform.
vote.
So now it's his turn to go in there and do exactly what he said that he was going to do. I feel
You're
that
right, Andre. The popular vote too.
Yeah.
Close the border. Close the border.
Yeah. Yeah. Watching Trump sign all of those executive orders, and I think it was a record of 200 executive orders.
I was hoping
signing them throughout the whole day. And
he didn't
it was
break
kind
the
of
record,
interesting
though.
to watch because, earlier, if you remember, Jacob, our conversation we had about, where we see things going. And I said that, laws are going to be much more simplified. And it was almost as if you don't even need a line item veto anymore because these laws aren't going to be written like as thick as phone books. There's just going to be 1 or 2 pages, and you're going to be able to explain it in essentially plain and simple terms in just a couple of sentences. And that's exactly what was going on today with the executive orders. You had Trump signing them. You had a assistant standing next to him, actually reading out and saying, "This order does essentially this. This order does that. We're going to save $3 trillion if we do this by doing this." So on and so forth. Very encouraging to see overall. So with that being said, I'm going to go take a break, have a smoke, enjoy the night. I'll be watching on. Andre, take care. God bless America. Take care, Jacob Waters.
Have a good night, Terry.
Take care.
Yep, take care.
But yeah, I was going to say to that